Hello YouTube, this is Provenzano. Today I'm bringing you another PicoCTF. Today we are going to be doing keygen.py. So here we have it. We will show and finder. Go here, Sublime. Okay, anyways. So there's no hints. Here it is. So the first thing I notice is this. This looks like a flag. Full template. Yep. It just looks like it's adding all these together. And it looks like we're going to have to figure out this. So let's read the code. Let's try to understand what it's doing. So first it's using hashlib cryptography.fernet.import fernet. I've used that module before to encrypt text. Symmetric encryption mostly. But you could probably do asymmetric. In base64. So let's see. Okay. So we'll do. Here's the full version. It's encrypted. It appears. UI flow. So what is the UI flow? Okay. Hold on. There's probably like, oh, here it is. So first we come here. So intro trial. That's up here. Intro trial. Intro trial just looks like it prints some stuff. So let's make a quick note. So print stuff. Okay. So then it goes to while arcane trial loop trial. So what's this? This is defined up here. So it's just a true statement. So essentially, while true. Okay, then we go to menu trial. That's up here. Okay, so let's see. The menu is estimate, asteroid projection, mana burn, estimate, slingshot vector, enter license key. That's the one we want. So option C. We'll come here to C. So this is the interesting one. I'll just put a bunch of these there. All right, enter license key. Here it is down here. Okay. So it looks like it takes an input, enter your license key, and it strips all the white spaces off the ends. And then looks like we need to, we need to use this. So what even is that? That's this, Freeman. Invites. Okay. Okay, so now we do a quick if check key. So the key we entered, and Freeman. If these return true, then decrypt it. So we know this check key needs to return true. And if it doesn't, then not a valid key. Okay, so this is the one we're interested. So let's make a note here. So let's see, what is this one called? License key and username trial. And this Freeman. Okay, so it's passing that in. So now global full key template trial. That's looks like it's up here. Okay, looks like we're just combining all these. Okay. So this, and one of these. That's all this is. A little note there, right? Okay, so where were we? full key template trial. Okay, so that's all this is. Okay, so let's see. If the key length, if the key we entered is equal to this length, right? So, yeah, if the key we enter is equal to this length, then if it's not equal to that, then return false. So it's probably going to be this or some variation of this. Okay, so we don't need to worry about this part. So then we do else. So let's see. For C in part static 1 trial, where is that? That's up here. So looks like we're going to iterate through this string. Okay, so let's just put it here. We're going to iterate through this string. If key I is 0, is not equal to C. So it looks like the first part of the key, right, it's going to iterate through each one. Let me just try to re-say that. So the license key, it's going to iterate through here, but it's going to, since I is equal to 0, it's going to check what our key is and go, okay, is the first letter equal to this? And then if it is, then add 1. And if our second key input is equal to this, then add 1 again and keep doing that. But if it's not, then return false. So we know the first part of the key is going to be equal to this. Okay, so now it looks like we okay, let's see, get rid of this performance toolbox, whatever. Okay, so now it looks like once we get to here, whatever this number is, it's going to check if the key is not equal to #lib SHA-1 username trial. So this, the digest, the fourth point. So what we can actually do is come into here. I'll try to make this bigger. Okay, so we'll Python 3 #lib, so we can print this. Now remember, the username trial is Freeman in a bytes. So come here. What is the fourth character of the digest of Freeman in SHA-256? 0. Okay, so it will have to be 0. Right, looks like from here we're just figuring out these x's. So the fourth part, then it's 5. Okay, D. Then it's 3, 6, 2, 7, 1, 8. Okay, so here we have 0D208392. Okay, so looks like if all these, if all those pass, then return true. So looks like this is going to be the X, the X's. Okay. Oh, wait. That's Command V. Okay. Okay. So let's see. Okay, let's Okay, so we want to test this, right? Presumably, all right. So yeah, if all that's true, then we will return true, and if this, right, if we figured it out, it's true, then decrypt the full version. What does decrypt the full version do? So it looks like it takes in the key string and basically yeah, it's basically the key. Sorry. Okay, so let's enter the key. B. Okay, it says you enter your license key, blah 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 blah. Full version written to keygen.py. So it looks like we cracked the keygen. This is very good news. We can now come back here and submit our key. Very good. That one actually took me a long time to figure out. Mostly because I just didn't want to read the code. I didn't want to really even try to understand the code because it was it just looked like a lot to me. But yeah, if you just take the time to read it, it's really quite simple. One thing I would suggest is try to learn like modules, right? Like try to make a small project using like modules, like cryptography module, hashlib, base64, request modules, web parsing modules. You know, really try to do like a bunch of small projects, because like you learn like things, and then you can make a bigger project implementing all those other modules and stuff, and it just comes together really nicely. So like, comment, and subscribe.